What up, it's Matt. This is Taco Potato Mustang. I'm gonna do an oil change on my 2021 Subaru Forester, and we're gonna do it sort of as a tutorial in case anybody needs guidance on how to do this job. It's relatively simple. So first of all, here is what you're gonna need. An oil drain pan. Mine is 16 quarts, which is more than you need, but I have a few cars that I do oil changes on. So this isn't absolutely necessary, but it definitely helps to have. This is an oil filter wrench. And of course you need oil for your oil change. In this case, Subaru calls for between 4.4 and 5 quarts of fully synthetic 0W20. I use Mobil 1. I've had pretty good luck with that on most of my cars over the years, so I think I picked that up for 38 bucks at O'Reilly's. Also, a ratchet with a 14 millimeter socket, and this is the oil filter that I'm gonna use. It's a genuine Subaru part made in Indonesia, and the part number is 15208AA20A. I understand there is, a few different versions of oil filters that you can use. If you put that part number in, you can find, variations. I like to stick with the manufacturer recommended parts, but, you can look online and see what other people have had good or bad luck with. Also, there is a drain plug gasket. The part number for Subaru, if you go to a Subaru dealer, it's 803916010. And if you are going to go to you can get that at a Subaru dealer. It's probably $2. If you're going to go to a parts store like O'Reilly's or AutoZone or Advanced Auto Parts, you can get the Dorman 095159 CD, and this supposedly is the equivalent for the drain plug gasket. So I'm gonna show you where the drain plug is real quick. Okay, so I'm on the ground. The car is not on jack stands or on ramps, which is one of the nice things about doing this job on a small SUV, is that you don't actually have to use ramps or jack stands. So I'm on the closer to the driver's side, and you can see, so I think there's supposed to be a cover that goes over this. I don't know if it's missing because it was never there, or if it's missing because the dealership that I last had my car serviced at sucks, which is definitely a possibility. So you can see the oil drain plug is right there, and that's going to be a 14 millimeter socket, I'm pretty sure. And so we're just going to get the oil drain pan under there, and then get this oil out, and then move to the next step. Okay, so actually, if you're going to have the car at not on jack stands or ramps, I recommend using a shorter socket for the oil drain plug, because it seems like there'll be a little bit more room, but we'll try and get this in there. For whatever reason, I keep telling myself that it's a 17 millimeter, and I just grabbed a 17 millimeter. It's actually a 14 millimeter. Don't mind me. Okay, I definitely jinxed myself by saying the word easy probably too many times. It took me quite a bit of effort to get the drain plug loose. And just a reminder, it's 14 millimeter, at least on the 2021 Subaru Forester, assuming that your car has the OEM drain plug. Oil drain plug. Jesus. Yeah, so probably a little bit easier if you have the car on ramps, but I don't think it's necessary. It just takes a little bit more effort. So, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna get this oil going. Hang on. Okay, so here you can see the drain plug, and it's got the little gasket on it. Actually, it just came off pretty easily. Well, I keep using the word easy. There we go. And I'm pretty sure the flat side, it's kind of hard to see on camera, but there's a flat side to the gasket that should go up against, like the flat side would go down. If you're looking at the drain plug, it'll go towards the top of the drain plug, is what I mean to say. Okay, so go ahead and get a new one. See, make sure this fits. Looks like it. Okay, we'll go ahead and put this back in. All right, here's the oil filler cap. And I guess we could try to see if we can get the filter off by hand, but I do have oil on my hands, so I'm not sure how good of a grip I'll have. So interestingly, I put the drain pan underneath, thinking like, oh, maybe some oil will drop down, but I forgot there's actually like a splash guard and even thing all the way at the bottom. So like, and since it's a top-mounted oil filter, I assume that most of the oil will have drained to the bottom of the, but we'll see. Hang on. Yeah, I don't think I would do it by hand. So I just went with one hand, but I started with, like, try to push down and give myself a little bit of leverage, but it's actually not too difficult. Let me see if I can do it by hand now. That is surprisingly clean. What a great design. Good job, Subaru. Okay, and then when you're removing your filter, you want to make sure that the seal, like the black part around the, hang on, let me get a free hand. You want to make sure that like this part is intact and that there's not any like leftover, you can, I mean there's oil here, but you can see there's not like any black residue other than, you know, there's no residue other than the oil on the where the filter attaches to the engine. So clean that up a little bit and then put the new filter on. All right, so let's get this new filter on. I'm gonna give it one turn with the filter wrench. One thing I forgot to mention, in case this isn't obvious, in terms of the things that you need for the oil change, is a funnel. Makes it a lot easier to get the oil in. So. Can I put the drain cap back on, or the oil filler cap back on? And that's pretty much it. You can check the oil level using the dipstick. It's pretty straightforward. There's 2 lines on it. And yeah. Anyways, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. And thanks for checking out my channel. Keep an eye on more Taco Potato Mustang car videos. Peace out.